T-minus 1 minute. T-minus 50 seconds. T-minus 40 seconds. T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Own it, own it, own it, Kong. I own it. It did.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet.
That's right. You are here, Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. It's Wednesday. You know what that means. It's me, Al, your Dynamite doll, and our interim Dynamite doll, Nikki, is here for our last hurrah for a minute together, I heard.
Yeah. This is my last show. You know, if I had a name over here in AEW, it would probably be Joanne Moxley. That's me. I am Joanne Moxley, your interim baddie for tonight. Listen, it's been a week. You know, I shaved my head off.
You look cute.
Thank you. You look cute.
Thanks.
I'm digging
I
this.
told you. I told you.
Yeah. I'm loving it. I told you he was coming back.
We all knew. I felt it. I've been wearing this all day. I wore it to work. Nobody knew what I was wearing, but you know what? It's cool. I knew it. I knew in my heart what I was doing. And just we'll get to it later. But I have him here too.
Oh,
yeah,
that's so cute.
Yes. So my bucks are back there. But yes, it's Wednesday. It's Dynamite. We are 2 weeks away from All Out. My brain can't process that because I will be there and it's weird.
You're excited.
Anywho's, it makes me nervous.
About it. Let it out.
I'm so nervous. I'm not well. I'm very excited, but I'm also just anxious about going. Big trip by myself, so you know.
Love it. You gotta love the solo trips.
It's gonna be a good time. We'll be repping for Women's Wrestling Talk, so we'll see what I'll get up to. But we got 2 weeks, and All Out is shaping up to be crazy. We had a lot going on tonight. But, yeah. This was our show tonight, presented by House of the Dragon, and that was a crossover I needed because I'm a big nerd. I love Game of Thrones. My cat's named after Daenerys Targaryen, dragons. So this was right up my alley. That opening, fire. Loved it.
Yeah.
But we had Daniel Garcia versus Bryan Danielson in a 2 out of 3 falls match. We had the Gun Club versus Varsity Blondes. We had Toni Storm versus Kylan King. And of course, the opening of our trios tournament, the Young Bucks and their mystery partner taking on Andrade, Rush, and his brother Dragon Lee. That was the main event. So this is what we had going. Pretty stacked show. What did you think about it going in?
It felt like a rampage. Four matches.
One of them.
4 matches. And the match between Bryan Danielson and Daniel Garcia, it definitely went on a little too long for me.
It did go on, yeah. But let's let's get into it. We open the show with the AEW champion, CM Punk himself. Open the show up. I I was getting ready this morning and I thought, what if they just pretend he didn't came back? Like, what if they just were like, just nothing happened last week and we acted like he didn't? I don't know why I just thought that was funny, but he opened up the show.
Listen, knowing AEW, they would do something like that.
I don't know why I was like washing my hair and I was like, it would be really funny if we just pretended he didn't exist. Like last week, it was a fever dream. I don't know, but he's back. That promo, did you hear this promo? Because I know you watch it at work.
Yes, I heard what he said. I heard some of the he name dropped a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
He name dropped a lot of people.
So, you know what we got to do here. So what's the spice level for that promo? Usually it's the whole show, but I'm gonna go the promo because
nice. I like how you set that up. For the promo, it was definitely spicy. Definitely extremely hot. Yeah.
It was very
it kind of went off the meter.
It kind of did. I was like sitting there like, oh my god.
Yeah.
It got spicier. We added one John Moxley. These two. That's how you open a show.
This is what you're getting. You know, it is. I agree 100%. This is how you open a show. It was a little shady.
There was a lot of shade. A lot of
shade.
You know, he's the third best of his team. Mox saying Punk only came back for money. You know, questioning his wrestling. It got real
heated.
Real heated. And we also got some snow angels from Punk, so
please get off the floor. Like,
it was probably clean. It was he was the first one there, so it's probably clean, you know.
Okay, right. I'll take it.
But of course, these two, they couldn't just talk. Of course.
Well, Moxley kissed him.
He did.
Like he kissed Effie.
Changed man, and I love the internet noticed that. Once you kiss Effie, I mean, it's your changed man.
I have some questions.
You have questions?
Yeah, I have questions.
He's getting in his head, you know?
Yeah, that's definitely getting in his head. Ooh, I didn't see it until I was on the internet, and I was just like,
yeah, I missed it. Like you had to blink. Like I turned around. I was like, oh, wait a minute. But these two,
just smacking each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
The brawl was crazy.
But, you know, we had to move on. We got a little nice Hobbs promo. I know why you're mad. Why are you mad?
Why did you do it? You know? Tony Schiavone, he wanted to know. Why did you do it? I want to know.
We don't want to know.
He didn't have a really good legitimate. Rosanna definitely told Ricky when we met him that we were gonna jump Hobbs. So I was like, okay, well, I guess we gotta jump Hobbs now.
See, I can't do that if I see him in Chicago because I will just be one me and I won't have y'all. And all 411 of me will not take him down. Yeah. So we need a trios.
I will say though, I do think that Moxley and CM Punk slick could have closed the show.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
I mean,
it was.
But also in this promo, your boy did call out your favorite faction.
Yeah.
Got some beef with the factory, so
he's just not on a good slope.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Like, what am I
No.
to do?
Chrissy, wake up. I don't like this.
Pops, you picking your side.
Just no.
It is what it is.
But at least, he got some mic time. Good
Yeah.
for him. And then we had our first match of the night, which was the 2 out of 3 falls match with Daniel Garcia and Bryan Danielson. It was long. It's good.
It was good.
It's long.
Yeah, it was just they could have wrapped it up. I was like, damn, they are still going. Like,
Shaved off for like 5 minutes.
at least. But they were beating the hell out of each other.
They were. Daniel Garcia gets the first pin or the first fall. I really was scared he was going to take it again. Would have been cool, but I was still like, oh, what if he wins?
So you thought that there was a chance that
We've already seen him. I mean, he did
He's a
like
demon.
put him to sleep. He knocked
that
him
man
out.
is a demon.
Yeah.
Like when I look at him, all I see is a badass child.
Yes, that bad kid.
The bad
Call his mom. His mom's a lovely woman, I'm sure. Like, we've had this discussion. He's probably bad for no reason. He's loved. He just wants something to be whiny about.
Why are we here?
But Bryan Danielson wins, LaBelle Lock. But after is really what happened. Great match. Love to see it. These two have great chemistry. We love Daniel Garcia. Sportsmanship?
No.
No?
No.
I mean, he thought about it.
Yeah.
Garcia thought about it. That match really... he earned Bryan's respect.
That's good.
But then he already thought about it. What happened? Jericho, who was on commentary, you know what? I think that's why the match was weird. Jericho on commentary tonight just was not it. It took from the match. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I think that's also why I didn't like it, because I couldn't, with Jericho being Jericho, I couldn't get into it. But
I think Jericho had to.
Well, it makes sense afterwards, but during the match, it was just like,
yeah.
I mean, he could have came out after, but he knocked out Bryan. Garcia pushes him. We see a little dissension. We see this dramatic walk away. What do you think? What are you thinking? I see that face.
I think Daniel Garcia, it's time for him to just go his own way. Like, I don't know. He could be a world champion.
Absolutely.
Honestly.
He's vicious. So do you want him to not be in any faction? You want him to be all alone?
Like that happens in AEW. I feel like you gotta belong to some faction. Even if it's not in AEW. Like,
it's a little New Japan. You have to have friends.
Yeah.
Everyone's on a team.
But if he joins Bryan Danielson, I don't know because he can be solo. Yeah. That's how I feel.
I mean, but also anybody in BCC could be solo.
Yeah.
And they kind of are, and then they come back. So, would this make an interesting tag team? With Bryan and Daniel Garcia?
Fuck no. No. Oh my God, no.
I'm just saying. I'm just thinking BCC has all the belts. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing this out there. Nothing is just giving me this idea.
Wow.
But
no, I would hope not. No, please.
Ring of Honor tag champs. What if that?
Wow.
If they get one belt.
Damn.
I mean,
They got to
Claudio,
figure what they
Claudio
do.
is the Ring of Honor champ.
True.
Wheeler is the pure champ.
Yeah.
Mox is the interim world champ. Those two.
And FTR are the ROH champions, right?
Yeah, but I don't know. Anything is possible. It's just something that popped in my head. It's probably not going to happen, but it's just
Ooh.
something I just. If it happens again, we know the rules. Tony, cut me my check. Still waiting. I'll see you in 2 weeks.
At 15:40. Okay.
Tip my sister on Twitter. You know where to find me. If you don't, hit up TK. You know, TK hit up TK.
Okay.
Just saying.
Yeah, I don't know. Dan should probably Garcia should probably go, solo.
I agree.
He could do it.
It's just a nice little change to get out because the crowd chanted, "He's a wrestler. You're a wrestler."
Yeah.
So we got a fun little promo with Private Party and Swerve and Our Glory. They will have a match this Friday for the tag championships at Rampage. This was a cute little promo. Keith.
He said, "We all gonna take them title back to New York."
He did. He put his hand on the title, and Keith was like, "Mm-mm."
I cut my volume up real loud for this one. I heard what he said. I was like, "Ooh."
Good. Okay. I'm glad they put them on TV. Good for Private Party.
I love them.
So fun.
So
ridiculous.
But I don't think they're gonna win.
No. But
it could be a build or something.
Yeah, it'd be nice because I like Private Party. They've just kind of been floundering.
They're more on dark. They're on dark like all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dark and Elevation.
Which is cool, but like some people don't watch it all the time, or people just don't watch it. So people don't know it exists if you don't watch it,
Yeah.
So it's good. I like it. This is interesting. This is why it was on the opening, because we had Tony Nese come out, and who came to attack him but one Moxley. I love this weaving of the story throughout the show.
Yeah. It keeps everyone present,
Because you weren't ready. You're like, oh, Tony Nese is out here. Okay. And his 800 abs. What is he going to do? There's a lot of abs. That man has so many abs. Has he ever seen a carb? I don't know.
I don't know, because it's crazy.
Carbs, we don't know her. I mean, I do, but he doesn't.
Wow. Nese reminds me of Chris Matthews. Was that his name?
Chris Masters?
Miss Masters. I didn't really care about those men.
Yeah, so he interrupts. We get a brawl between him. Thanks, Slim.
Right.
We get a fun brawl. Everybody's coming running out. Claudio and Wheeler come out, and just because I'm picking the pictures, I put another one of this one because Claudio could hold me like that as well. Just putting that one out there. Anyway,
if you'd like to go on the Claudio Hug Me list, please drop your name in the comments.
Yes, drop it.
Yeah,
I'll be first in line. You can just get behind me. It looks safe,
Oh.
But I liked it. I like this. Like I said, the stories weave in and out. It's good. It keeps that tension and kind of what we see over on WWE. What to keep you interested. I'm not saying this is reaction to it. It could be. We don't know. I'm not speculating that. I'm just saying wrestling's nice right now. I like when it's unexpected. Feels real. This feels like a real show where what's going on? I don't know what's happening.
It makes you excited, I know, for All Out.
I'm very excited.
Yeah.
And we had the Gun Club versus Varsity Blondes. Speaking of Rampage, that match felt like a Rampage to me. And I was like, why are we doing this? No, Lo, you did not. We'll get to it. That did it not feel like Rampage when you saw it?
Okay. So, why were the varsity blondes like squashed like that?
Yeah, what happened? I want them to be. They need a new gimmick. Like they're not a bad tag team. They're just kind of there.
And then, why in the hell did they turn on their father?
Look at them. These two boys are beating their father. But
Why?
also,
Like, I
but like,
would.
why did this make me laugh really hard? It's
And
so
then
ridiculous.
on top of that, the acclaim comes out.
Stokely comes out. That's when these boys turn on their father. What is this group that Stokely's putting together?
I just honestly though, to be
Facts.
to be honest, I, this is the entire piece of the night that just had me like, what?
It's a
Why?
little weird. Yeah, it gets
Why?
not elder abuse.
Why? Literally.
And he quickly recovered from his boys beating him up and said, "Oh, you're my new sons now." In a matter of 30 seconds, this man just said, "All right, you're my sons now. Scissor me."
I'm just really upset that they turned on their dad before Dominic turned on Ray.
Ooh, maybe this is retaliation. They were like, "Oh, people think it's Dominic." They're like, "Guns, turn on your father."
I feel like this is something they're gonna make us forget about.
I mean, this has been a back and forth for months with these like. He really did it. He's like,
It's terrible.
"Oh, look at that." He couldn't even wait till a rampage. He couldn't wait 2 days.
All of them.
Oh,
This
great
was
poet once said.
much,
It's weird.
too much.
We got Jungle Boy next. Serious Jungle Boy. Said he got in trouble for his t-shirt a few weeks ago. Calls out Christian for All Out. Yes, why did that feel weird? Calls out Christian for All Out. Christian comes out and does the obvious, "Nah, I'm not gonna fight you." And then we get a nice little promo and beatdown. Christian tried it. He tried it. He said, "Your family." He was like, "I love you like a son. Let's try this again." Jungle Boy wasn't doing it. Luchasaurus is in trouble from last week when he beat up everyone backstage. So that is why he's not there.
I just this is good. I do like
It
that.
is. I mean, fashion plate Christian is.
Jungle Boy's hair too. I really do.
Beautiful hair.
Beautiful hair. But they weren't really doing nothing for me.
I know we since you're not going to be here for an all-out prediction that I know of, who knows? Do you think Luchasaurus is coming back and turning on Jungle Boy at All Out?
Oh, absolutely. Yes. It has.
He still has the dark mask. He still has the dark spooky music.
Who knows? He might join, House of Black.
Ooh. That I would like to see.
I would like to see it. But he has to. It's only right.
Yeah, it was too quick. He turned back with Jungle Boy. Unless Christian gets a monster of his own, which I've been asking for months.
So that means Christian wins the match, right?
Probably.
Over Jungle Boy? No, I am not going to All Out. I don't really do AEW. I really don't. I'm y'all know I'll be at Impact.
It's a good time. We're going to GCW.
I know. When is it? The
It's
second.
a whole weekend.
No, I mean GCW is the second or the third.
It's all of the days.
Oh.
It's like first, second, third. It's all they have a whole weekend.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll be at all of them.
Whew.
Catch low covering our eyes, looking at me like a crazy woman.
Yeah,
You see
yeah.
me.
I was like, oh.
Low knows what I look like at GCW. Crazy woman.
But no, I think Christian's probably gonna win though.
Could be.
But
I
Jungle
mean,
Boy should get the win because then they're gonna talk about, oh, let the young talent win.
could go either way. I don't know. Here you go. Alert! Everybody, alert! Wardlow, Wardlow. We need a Wardlow alarm around here.
And the greatest tag team right now,
Yeah.
honestly,
I
FTR.
didn't even notice the FTR shirt.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Just, yes. Again, as I say every week, I am a woman of the people. Here you go. Here you go, everybody.
they're holding on the gold.
It's Wine and Wardlow Wednesday. Shout out to my girl Lo. Buy the merch, all of the things. But we're gonna have a trios match with these three.
Mm.
Please, Santana, please.
We need it.
We need that in the spice meter. It is giving golf. But
Wow.
it's great in purple. Purple's my favorite color. It matches our logos.
Good. It looks nice.
The tone of your voice. But
I mean,
we're having a trios match. What is this? Sure, I guess. Kind of weird.
You don't like it?
It's just weird because we have the tag champions and the TNT champion in a trios match the night we're going to crown trios champions.
Well, I mean, they love their 6-man. They love their 8-man. They love their 10-man.
I love a multi-man match, but I feel like All Out is kind of like your biggest pay-per-view. It's just weird.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll be fun. Ah, not the cease and desist.
Dang.
Wow. Wow. And I was going to inquire about that, but damn, not the cease and desist. Hate to see it. I mean, I'm just glad they're on All Out. Just be nice if they defended any one of those titles.
Yeah.
Just weird. Could have put these men in the trios shit instead of certain trios that are there.
Wow.
Just one. Anyways, our one. It's time. Yes.
The time has come. Finally.
Yes. It was 45 minutes till the end of the show, which means it was lady time. Oh, well, that's cute that he bought it from a fan. Love that.
They definitely, especially guys. In the future.
We had Toni Storm, Kylan King. Toni Storm is number 1 ranked. We've seen Kylan King in AEW before. I like Kylan's gear. It was cute.
Yeah, it was. It was cute. It was a good match.
Yeah.
Tony's holding on to her number 1 spot. I really hope she enjoys it. I say this every week.
Yeah, good match. Good, strong. 1 women's match.
1.
The 1. Yeah. Toni wins.
Oh,
great.
Obviously.
I mean, I love to see it. I love Toni. Toni's my girl.
Yeah. Yes, Toni.
Love Toni. Not Crown Jewel. No, we don't speak that name.
Well, I am on Wednesday nights, especially. I am an AEW sexual.
Ay.
Where is Jade? You know,
Where was everybody else? Yeah, where was everyone?
you know.
Are they okay? Are they lost? Did their flights get delayed? Or something happen? Did somebody remember that one time on SmackDown when Shotzi got locked out of the locker room? Did this what happen? Is this what happened?
Where's your champion?
She's right there. She's watching TV.
Oh.
So
You know, it's a thing. It's a movement.
it's
It's a lifestyle.
it's a section of Twitter that I am not going on. I will not be partaking. Nick, that's Nikki's corner.
Wow. Wow. I'm an amateur. Listen, I really wasn't started. Like, I didn't start watching AEW until like the week of WrestleMania last year. So
Okay.
I had to catch up, you know? But there's just certain. Is this a source? No, because Al hates the
I
word.
hate it. It's gross.
It's
Nikki,
so funny.
it's just I don't like it.
And this is the only time I get to say it ever.
I'm
Ever.
glad you're happy. You know, I'm glad you're happy.
Well, you can.
We're not getting much this week from the lady, so I'm glad you're having a good time.
No, I am, but like Toni's number one.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna obviously be. I think this is. I said I'm gonna say this with the most grace. I do think this is Toni time. I do.
I can see it.
I do think this is Toni time. But if it's not, I don't know what the hell they're doing. Honestly, Madison Rain, if you're listening, send for help because I don't know what the fuck is going on with Rampage. So
Yeah, please send help.
Send help. Do us a favor, and can we get like Ruby and Anna?
Yeah, we need. So
can we get like Jade versus like Willow? Like I'm
much confused because they just tagged the other day. What on Dark?
Mm-hmm.
And now we're fighting. The girls are fighting, and I don't get it.
Well, she's number one, so
well, no, I don't. I get it, and I understand that Chris is injured, but I don't get it in the sense of it felt like we were on this track, and we're getting tag teams, and we had all these women throughout the show. We didn't even see Anna Jay this week with JAS.
No.
We didn't see anything with House of Black. Like, I don't understand. And maybe Madison is cleaning things up. Maybe, there's a lot of mess back there.
Yeah.
That we need to figure out. Maybe this is a transition time.
Maybe, but this is what happens.
It's weird.
I'm gonna say it, and you know how I am.
Yeah.
EMD. This is what happens when you lack the pillar. Okay, this woman. I'm not even gonna compare her to anyone in this business. I'm just gonna say this. People were so upset during Britt's reign, but I guarantee you, we saw her talking some shit and doing something and having something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know where this match is going, but Toni is my early prediction. But I will say this: they are gonna have a great match.
Oh, absolutely! Like
a phenomenal match. Once again,
I'm so happy that I get to witness this match because these are both of my absolute favorites. So I win, but it's just weird because it felt like tag titles. We get everybody like the boys just going and off being friends. And now we're getting them against each other, and we don't have women's tag team titles, and I don't know where we're going. I don't know where we're going. I hope I'm wrong. I hope in a year I'm sitting here really excited about things. Because tonight I was meh.
Well, the only thing that I can ask for is that Britt interrupts.
Yeah.
When Toni wins, or Britt and Jamie help Toni beat Thunder Rosa.
Do we think anybody's going heel? Because I think I told you that I don't know about either of them going heel.
I don't know. But I'm terrified because I don't want Britt and Jamie to like. I don't want them to turn on each other. You know, like how I wanted like Dakota and Raquel. Like I wanted that. It didn't go my way. Like Dakota never became champion, so it was just like,
right.
Why did you bullshit me like that? But the goal is for Jamie, like if she turns, she like this has to benefit Jamie getting a title. Same with Toni. Like if Toni was to like turn, she would have to, and I just feel like this is just half like I feel like this is how it is in AEW. Like you're gonna have to go to some faction.
Mm-hmm.
You can't like, I don't know. Cause it's weird. Cause like I want to see Daniel Garcia like solo, right? I would love to see Toni solo, but I just don't see them doing that like that. They would have to do something.
And the rankings hold them back because they were forced into this because Chris is injured.
Yeah. Which Britt is number 2.
Yeah.
But here we are. Shout out to Toni. She's number 1.
She is. Love.
I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't mind this match because I don't know if Thunder is actually going to retain. And I like going into matches where I don't know what could happen. And we also could get someone new.
Could. That's also a trope they rely on, though. We get a lot of new people. But who do we pick? Because we got a lot of people picking up their phone for their old bosses.
Yeah.
So
I will say this. I do think that possibly if Thunder Rosa even if she wins or even if she loses, I think that Taya Valkyrie could easily confront her. No matter what.
When's their match? Because they have a match, don't they?
October, I want to say it's October 15th.
Okay. Oh, that's my mom's birthday. Cute.
To be honest. I think, don't quote me, but I really think their match is October 15th.
Okay. Well,
and I know for a fact it's at a AAA event.
Yeah. So that would be cool. We get a tire running.
I just feel like Chicago might fuck with Taya. Like they might really like. She might get like not like maybe just like a one-off. Not like someone who's new.
Yeah. To build to their match, which would be cool. Just a little.
Yeah.
She pops in, says hello. Okay.
Yeah. So. I don't even know how I know this. I looked at the thing one time.
Well, I'm going to remember that date because that's my mom's birthday. So now I'm going to remember that. So
that's crazy.
So yeah, that's going to be burned into my memory. But okay, now that you're saying it, so are we having a clean finish and then a tire, or does tire ruin it and nobody wins?
I don't know. Because honestly, both theories have so many benefits. You know, kind of like with WWE, I feel like you have to go one way, or it just fucks everything up. With AEW, they're still a new company, so I do feel like either way, it doesn't matter. It just if Toni was thinking about this, because I'm trying to say this in a nice way, because I don't want to say if Toni was smart. I want to say if Toni was thinking about this in a more marketing standpoint, you would bring someone like a Taya Valkyrie who is still holding certain championships, who is the AAA Reina Del Rey's champion, who your audience is familiar. I'm not saying everyone knows, but your audience is familiar. You would capitalize on having someone like a Taya Valkyrie right now in this moment, who is also rumored to be going back to WWE. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how rumors start.
Mm-hmm.
Rumor is just a rumor. People are gonna say that regardless. But it would be nice. It would be a nice build on TV because we're not gonna get that anywhere else. But
Yeah, it'd be nice. I mean, Taya's been all over every other company.
she has. I mean, and literally from NWA, she has NWA 7-4
Mm-hmm.
coming up with Camille. So that could bring some exposure, to NWA. And then, I mean, she's XPW Women's Champion as far as I know. I don't know if she lost the death match or not. I know she recently just dropped the Impact Knockouts World Tag Team Championships, of course, to Deanna and Chelsea. And she's currently the AAA Reina Del Rey champion. So,
I mean, again, Tony, if you're listening, this is just an idea.
this is
But
just
like, we're headed into Hispanic Heritage Month, Latinx Heritage Month.
Yeah.
That'd be a cute idea.
Toni could win though,
Tony could win. It could go a lot of ways.
Okay.
I'm just much confused tonight about everything. They threw me all off. They threw me for a loop. I thought we're going one way. Now we're going different ways, and I'm very confused.
Yeah.
But we can go different ways. And I mean that in everything that's happened tonight.
Yeah.
So, but I am excited for this match. I'm excited for their gear. I want to know what they're wearing. I'm just excited. The whole thing. The whole.
Speaking of gear, we are doing Turnbuckle Glam Saturday.
Yes.
So don't forget, Saturday at 10 a.m. That is Pacific time.
I'll be up
12
early.
p.m. noon for Central, and 1 p.m. for Eastern, of course. Yes. Saturday.
Saturday.
Oh,
But we got an announcement for Rampage. We got Penelope Ford making her return against Athena. I really love Penelope Ford, so I am excited.
I'm excited too, but I got to see her wrestle on Dark.
That's true.
That was her actual, this is
Return. Yes.
return. But I did watch her in ring AEW return on Dark, and Penelope's gonna find her way, but I don't know. I really don't. I don't think this is gonna be a clean match.
No.
But if it
No.
is, Athena's probably gonna get the win, or something's gonna happen.
Shenanigans. Jade, some baddies.
Something.
Now,
Mm-hmm.
if we do go back to everyone being friends and we get a tag team, Penelope has a friend. We didn't mention her friend, the bunny. The bunny is still out, but she could come back.
Yeah, I like the bunny. I think she should be a world champion, to be honest, in my opinion. She is. She's stellar.
Mm-hmm.
I think people are gonna look back at the bunny and really appreciate a lot of her work that she's done in wrestling. Kind of how I think what people do with Madison Rain.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of I'm not saying people didn't appreciate her then, but looking back at everything, like wow, like Madison Rain is up there to me with the Mickey James,
Yeah. I
But-
think there's just some that fly more under the radar
Yeah.
because they're solid.
Yeah.
They're solid in the ring, and they're just like a constant. So you can kind of like be like, oh, okay, I see them all the time, not appreciate it.
Yeah.
So, which sucks, but
Do you think that if it is clean, like, who wins this?
I mean, they did, we're bringing her. I feel like there should be a plan for Penelope because she just came back this week, on Dark. And I feel like if they weren't going to use her, they would just keep using her on Dark. But they're like, Penelope Ford's back on Rampage. They're kind of promoting it as something. So, I mean, I'm hopeful, but
Yeah.
Athena's probably winning because, she's going after that TNT title. There will be shenanigans. Baddies. Stokely.
Again.
Always Stokely. And there's no graphic. Well, there is a graphic, but she wasn't included. But the Trustbusters with Sunny will be fighting the best friends. But Sunny just wasn't included in the graphic, so I didn't add it.
Friday?
On Friday. Also had a fun little promo for that match. I don't know if you saw that promo. We'll build up for best friends and Trustbusters, and Sunny got in a good little promo from Sunny. We got to see this new heel side of Sunny.
I have to go back.
Yeah. Yeah. Did I say...
Oh.
Did I say TNT? It's been a long day. Yes, TBS title.
TBS.
Yes, it's on the thing. TBS right there in front of me. But go back and watch that promo with Trustbusters and Best Friends. And I don't know. I guess I don't know if anybody's reported this, but this is what I was told the other day when I spoke with Sunny, that Sunny has renewed her contract and will be with AEW for a very long time.
Oh, good.
So, little news there for y'all, but love to see it.
Love to see it. Finally, she getting, this will be more TV time. This is what we need.
I mean, the ratings were up for Rampage.
Yeah. A lot of wrestling, to be honest, as a whole. A lot of people are watching.
It's a good time.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm paying more attention to everything. I think everyone's like, ooh, this is a fun time.
Yeah, it is. It is.
So, got some announcement for Rampage. We also got this happening next week.
Why is this not happening at All Out?
I told you. See, my brain's all confused because, again, we're going one way. Tony Khan's driving the car, and we're all like, yeah, we're going this way, Tony. And he went, I don't know what we're doing.
Dang.
For next week.
Already here.
Yeah. So there's only a few ways we can go with this. 1, MJF return.
Oh.
2, Hangman is inserted into a triple threat at All Out because Punk did call him out at the beginning of Dynamite tonight, and he beat him for the title. 3, nobody wins and it turns into a no DQ match at All Out, or some crazy match. There is so many things that could happen after this and with this.
Mm-hmm. That is a little crazy.
Yeah, it's very confusing.
Well,
Uh-huh.
What we gonna do now? That is just
Yeah.
Child, if MJF shows up, I'm gonna be so happy.
Exactly. Hangman never came out. I don't know what's happening. I feel like, you know what, every week that Justin's on here, I feel like we're best friends. Like, we have, like, a lot of agreements.
Y'all do agree. Y'all a lot. But who do you think is going to win, though, if it's a clean,
If it's a clean win?
Yeah, like, just who would win, like, a clean?
I can't even like choose. Like, I mean, I guess like my gut is just telling me
Yeah.
Punk.
Punk, yeah. I would like to see Moxley win though.
Like I could see either. Like again, I love both of them, but like it has to be something weird's gonna happen because it doesn't make sense for them to have this match.
But didn't Punk say he was defending his title at All Out?
Yes, but Tony Khan. Well, I mean, there's gonna be a title defense no matter what happens with this.
Oh, okay.
So this is why I'm like, somebody has to interfere, right? Because it's too big.
I don't know. You think someone comes out during the match?
Absolutely.
Wow.
I don't think this match is like getting a finish. We're like this close, you know. Maybe Mox is like, if there's about to be a 3, there's just something's gonna happen, or it looks they're both men are down and somebody comes in. It really was. I had a great time with Punk being back.
Dang, I don't know, Al. I'm scared now. I'm a little terrified.
I am also scared because this is what I thought I was getting in Chicago.
But it's the next week.
Like, it's next week. In Ohio, which is Mox territory, going to be an interesting reaction. Because also, if you did this match in Chicago, it is clearly a Punk town. Obviously, it's Punk's town.
Honey, they don't want this. I don't think they want this smoke.
This is like,
I don't know.
They announced this.
I'm rooting for Moxley though. If I have to pick, I'm rooting for Moxley, and yeah, here we are.
We'll know in a week, 7 days. I'll be here. Nick, you'll be in the comments.
I will definitely be in the comments. I might do one more. No.
I mean, if you want to pop in, you know I love a run-in.
That's crazy.
Yeah, just let this marinate. It was our main event. Trios, championship.
Yeah.
Qualifier, opener, whatever, all the words.
Yeah. Round two.
Well, that I would like to see.
They might.
Absolutely.
Maybe.
They got to build a new roof after that.
That'd be crazy if they let Moxley beat CM Punk.
I will have to just run out of there because things will be flying.
I really think they would riot.
Absolutely.
Woo.
They would never do that. Never. They could never go back to Chicago or any surrounding areas ever. Tony Khan would have to move. His family would have to move. Everything.
Illinois would be
all the cons. No. Yeah, they banned from the state. Could never.
Awful.
Could never. So yes, main event: Andrade, Rush, Dragon Lee versus the Young Bucks and a partner of their choosing, who was not Hangman or Brandon Cutler. Who was it? The anticipation built. Justin Roberts got a little.
Ric Flair.
Imagine. For his real final match.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Against Andrade. That would have been something. I don't know if the world could handle that either. It'd be interesting. Would like to see it. But we got this build up. You guys. He's back. He's back. And so is Don Callis, but whatever. But he's back. Kenny is back.
Yay.
And please let me know if the comments if you want me to post a video of me marking out when Kenny came out because I recorded it. It's still on my phone. But he's back. It was great. It was a great time.
Yeah.
Hug his boys, the Bucks. Love to see it.
When we started this, who did I say?
I mean, we figured it was going there, but I got scared this morning because I saw someone say Jay White, and I said, "Oh hell no."
Why did I say that on the news?
Did you really?
Yeah, I was like Jay White, and then they had an event today in New Japan, so I was like Zack Sabre. I was just naming people.
You're just all the things. You just the New Japan roster. You're like, who could do it?
Yeah, I thought it was like Jay White though. I did say that in the news.
I saw it and I got scared. I'm sorry, Santana.
Jay White now.
It would have just been like, meh.
It would have been crazy, to be honest. I would have been like, wow.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, okay.
I kind of think that Kenny Omega was perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it made me very nervous at the beginning of this match, though, watching Kenny wrestle. But I don't know how much of that is real or if he's working us.
Who knows? But
I don't know in wrestling. I don't trust anything. I learned that from Stone Cold when I was a child, so.
That is hilarious.
So it could be him playing it up like, I'm back, but I'm not 100%. Or he's just generally not 100%. Or a little from column A and column B. But it made me a little nervous. Not going to lie, watching him take some of those moves and do some of them. I was like, Kenny, just let the Bucks take it. You could just stand there. Just be Kenny. But I liked it. To the end, much better. I liked it, but I was still a little nervous. What did you think?
You know, based on everything, I just felt like it was the right time. You know, let him come back. Let him be here. You know, people were really excited.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but who knows? Who knows?
We'll see. But obviously, the Bucks and Kenny win. They're moving on to the Trios Championship qualifier match. Whatever. I don't know all the words they're using. However, we had this at the end, which was kind of weird because the camera was off. They attacked their boy. That's Rush's brother, if you don't know. So everyone looked confused. I was confused. I don't know what that means. Maybe we'll find out next week or sometime soon. But our boys are winning. The Elite is back. Nikki's frozen, so we'll figure it out. But yeah, we'll see where it goes. Oh, Nikki's gone. Technical difficulties. It'd be like that. But I, for one, am happy to see the Bucks back with Kenny, Adam Cole, and Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish. I'm sure are not happy about this. I'm sure this is where it's going. We'll see. We'll see what's going on. We'll see who's in the finals. Yeah, that was our show. That was a wild night of wrestling. A lot of good, mostly good. I'm gonna say it's mostly good. But we will see what happens next week with this title match. I'm insane. Yeah, it was very weird. I mean, he did lose a match. He did befriend Kenny. Kenny, gave him props for that. Or it could be anything. I don't know. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully we find out some answers because everyone looked confused. Oh, Nikki lives. I was just wrapping it up. This is how we ended. And you're good. You're here for the end. Oh, you're muted.
Obviously, I just kind of upset that they kind of, were facing Andrade. But it wasn't gonna end no other way,
It's true. It's hard to go up against Elite. I mean, they could have. They could have. A surprise of a
Wait to
lifetime.
see what Adam Cole has to say.
That's what I was just saying.
Mm.
Like, they're at home. They're texting each other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Overall, yeah.
I guess it's time for, Kenny Omega to get a beat down.
Do you think they're going to win? Do you think these are your first ever trios champions?
Yes. Probably. I don't know. Anything can happen, though, honestly. But it would be right?
Yeah.
Like or something.
I mean, honestly, you would think.
Here we are.
You would have thought they would have put them with Death Triangle, but, whatever.
Or something.
That makes more sense. But, I don't know. I don't know where anything's going. Kenny's back. Punk's back. Things are crazy.
Look at Kenny. He looks so happy.
He's so happy. He's probably also really happy he finished the match in one piece.
And so distraught and insane.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Here we are.
This is the end, you guys. We had a great time. I had a great time with you, Nikki.
I should end next week since it is the interim match. But
who
knows?
We'll see. We'll see what happens next week. I'll be here. Whoever wants to join me is free to. I love whoever.
Yeah, I mean, soon, your tag team partner will be back.
Yes.
Off the entry list.
Yes, we miss Mika very much here.
Life
happens. Injuries happen.
I will be here tomorrow for Impact, of course. Trey is involved in a match, of course. There's a lot going on tomorrow, actually. Oh, thanks. Yes, my tea is actually the Wrestling Classic.
Plug.
PWCshop.com, I think. But yes, I will be here for Impact. I will be at Impact for Mickie James. She will be making some type of announcement. I don't know what's going on. Deonna Purrazzo is also facing Masha Slamovich.
Ooh.
A little knockouts rematch there. It's gonna be a busy it's a busy time right now. But I'm here, and then I'll be back, of course, on Saturday. We have Turnbuckle Glam. Early
Saturday,
10 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. noon Central, and 1 p.m. Eastern.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will also be here on Monday for Monday Night Raw. Is it? Hold on. It's okay. We still have 2 more Raws until.
Yes, because it's Clash of the Castle and All Out the same weekend.
So we still have 2 more AEWs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 2 more weeks.
And Rampage kind of kicks it out. Well, I guess Dynamite kind of kicks it out.
In 2 weeks they will be in Chicago. I will not be at that Dynamite, but they're gonna do all the shows in 2 weeks. Will be from Chicago.
Are you going to Rampage?
Possibly. I don't know yet.
But you're going to All Out for sure.
I'm going to All Out for sure. I'm going to GCW and wherever the wind takes me.
I'm excited for you.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited.
I'll be so exhausted, but it'll be worth it. I'm so excited.
It will be. It will be. Well, I've had fun.
I've had a great time.
You know, I can always pop in, you know.
You're always welcome here. You know this.
Nice, you know. I feel like I don't think anyone's really exited out of AEW. Maybe I'm going back to.
Are you Cody Rhodes?
Oh my god! Oh my god! I am Cody Rhodes.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
The American Nightmare. That's all.
Yeah.
That is hilarious. That is gonna be stuck with me. Oh my god.
I'm
that's gonna be stuck.
sorry, and you're welcome.
That is so freaking funny. We also have on Friday, I believe Santana will be holding it down actually solo. On AEW Rampage and SmackDown. So you might actually catch me.
You need to run in? I might pop in.
I
don't know what I'm doing Friday. I'll run in.
You might have to. Listen, invade. You know how we do. I know she was still in here. Yeah, we might.
Say the word, Santana.
I wouldn't be doing a run in. I would be doing like a sit in. You know, Al would be doing a run in. Honestly,
catch me with my Money in the Bank briefcase.
Run in. Oh, I might have to. I mean, listen, the queen is somewhere, and that whole her sit down with Stone Cold airs on Friday. So
interesting timing. We'll see.
If Charlotte Flair returns,
you know, if you do, you should, because you have brought a lot of people back. Britt came back when you started coming on here.
Yeah, that's true.
Punk came back. Kenny's back. Like,
oh Jesus, Madison Rain's on.
Madison Rain came over.
Madison Rain is on AEW now. It's crazy. Maybe I am Cody Rhodes over here. Adrenaline.
Oh no.
Oh, wow.
Oh, speaking of that, catch my girl Iridian's interview with the singer of that song on her other podcast, Chicago Setlist. So go check that out.
So cool.
Just a plug, my best friend.
That's so cool.
Yeah. But you know, I'll be here next week. Maybe not the same time. We'll tell you. Just keep it on our socials. We'll let you know.
We'll keep you.
I'll be here Saturday. Don't forget, follow
me.
me.
You get AEW like so early in the day.
Yeah, 5 p.m.
Like that's so weird to me. Like I don't.
Oh, it's good. Wait till you go to WrestleMania next year, and it's at like 4.
Oh wow!
You will be out at a very reasonable time.
See, I'm already like, and I don't know who needs to hear this. Okay, I don't know who needs to hear this, but I'm not going to WrestleMania at all. Like, but I'm going to Wale Mania, and I'm going to the Impact show, and I'm going to the few GCW shows if they have them.
Oh, they're going to be there. They're going to be parked in the Ukrainian Culture Center. I know where it is, so I'll see you there.
No, I'll see you there. Like,
I'll see you at Ukraine. I'll see you.
I'm not doing the whole like I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. 4:00 is crazy.
Yeah. I'm so used to it. The fact that like I'm looking at my schedule for Chicago and be like, this is so late. Why is this pay-per-view start at like 7 p.m.? And then I remember that I'm not going to be in West Coast time. I am used to leaving a show at like 9 p.m. That's a reasonable hour.
Do you not know? Do you not know GCW was at 10:30 p.m.?
Okay, to be fair, I did go to Black Label in Vegas at 11:30 and didn't get out till like 2:30. So
That's how it was that night we went to Impact. I was
yeah.
just like, it was almost like 2 o'clock.
But when I went to Rampage during Vegas weekend, it was when they changed all the times for Rampage. So Rampage was at like 3:30 in the afternoon.
That's
It was so wild.
I don't like that.
It was weird.
It was fun that GCW was actually late as fuck.
Yeah. I'm going to Friday. I think it's at 11 right after Rampage. So yeah.
I'm ready.
If you see me in Chicago, please hand me all the Red Bulls and coffee, please.
Oh.
Help a girl out.
You won't see me in Chicago. But if you see me in Dallas, say what's up. Yeah. Listen, you know how I am. I like the Impact shows.
I need to go to an Impact show.
Yeah, they're so, it's 2 tapings too. It's not like live. I get to like really hold on to footage and like make reels. You know what I'm saying? Like make like put more time into it and have them ready. So there's a lot of footage. Our video now, our reel has reached 2 million.
That's wild.
And it's so wild. Like it's really, it's crazy. It really is. It's like, I don't know what took off. I don't know what happened.
Wasn't it that Alley Catch video you posted? That's your 1 million, right?
Yeah. Well, it's 2 million now. It moved 1 million in one day. It's weird.
That's wild.
Yeah. Caffeine Cowboy. That's
gonna be me all weekend. Please send help.
Well, until next time, we'll be together at Turbo Lamb.
I'll see you Saturday. I'll see you. Yeah. I just liked seeing you weekly. It was fun.
It was fun. It was nice. It was really it made me pay way more attention to what the hell was going on, because honestly, AEW is kind of just like,
it's,
yeah,
we're going. It's full speed ahead.
Definitely. 2.9 M, almost 3.
Okay, wrong numbers. Look at you.
Oh my God. Well, here we are. Thank y'all for tuning in. Shout out to my tag partner as well. Of course, Santana, we the Salt Shakers, the dominating tag team, period, in Women's Wrestling Talk. And I know I saw Justin from the Wrestling Classic in here, and all of the other comments disappeared because I lost it.
Hello, shout out Wrestling Wind Down.
Yes. Shout out to her for coming in. I saw her come in, and then I saw Ricky come in too, I think. But yeah, everybody, thank y'all for showing us so much love. So much love. Of course, follow us on TikTok, on Twitch, on YouTube, on Twitter, everywhere at Women's Wrestling Talk Pod, and check out the website as well. And yeah, you can follow Al here. Let's see.
2 underscores.
2 underscores, please. Yes. And yeah, give me an Al. Yeah. Let's see if Santana. See if Santana. Ow, yeah, give me an ow. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to record that one day. It brings me so much joy.
Yeah, we need it. You guys can follow me on. I've been so low key. It's ridiculous. I hate it. I haven't really been. Oh, there it is. Give me an ow, yeah. I've been so low key on Twitter. I've been like,
it'd be like that. You just need to go in.
But I used to be,
Well, Charlotte follows you, so you gotta be good.
No, I gotta. She's on the list of a lot of people that I even forgot. Someone I will tell you when we get off of here. It's not like that, but it's.
No,
I've been wanting to make some comments, but then I realized they follow me.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Keep it in the drafts.
Keep it in the drafts. Put it in your journal. But yeah, you guys can follow me at Nikki Bougie, of course, Instagram and Twitter. And follow us. Keep supporting. And of course, y'all already know this is Women's Wrestling Talk, the number one women's wrestling show on the planet. We got a big interview coming. We got a lot of big interviews coming, so make sure you check that out as well. And as our CEO would say, ciao.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the number one women's wrestling show on the planet. Women's Wrestling Talk, the number one women's wrestling show on the planet.